I guess we started already. All right, let's see what I'm doing. Let's see here. Hang on a sec, guys. I got a post on the Twitter. Okay. Let's see. The weird thing is I didn't expect that to start right away. I don't know why it started so fast. I thought I was going to be able to start the stream myself. I have to figure that out. All right, so yeah, sorry that wasn't any heads up in advance. I was trying to give you heads up in advance, and it didn't work out that way. All right, so as you can see, it's the new studio. It should look pretty much the same as the old one, right? Because you're seeing green screen. But I've been setting it up, and people are saying it looks and sounds good. I want to listen to the sound. I'm gonna open it up on my phone.
If you're thinking about
whoa, that's an ad. Hold on. Also, give me 1 second here. One moment. It's kind of dumb. Yeah, this kind of started right away. I don't know why it did that. I'm going to read some of the here. I'm going to listen to myself, then I'm going to read some of your messages. Hang on. This is oh no, that's not what I wanted. Hang on. My channel. Your channel. Test 1 2 3. Test 1 2 3. Sounds good on my phone. Test 1 2 3. Sounds good on my phone. All right. Yeah, it should look the same. Yeah, K Morava says looks just like your streams in Florida. That's the idea. It should really look the same. Why am I like lower my chair or something? Let's see. Hello, everyone. Thanks for stopping by the test stream. I think I have to lower the what I can already tell. Well, it depends. Like it's tricky to get the height of the camera right. So I think I'm a little bit low in the frame. But anyways, that can be dealt with pretty easily. Now, Sonic says the camera's a bit tighter on you. I don't know about that, Sonic. Sonic, I know what you're saying. I actually checked an old video. I checked a video from a couple weeks ago. And it looked to me like I'm about the same, because I feel like my head's taking up a little more than half the screen. And I looked at a video. I'll actually show you. We can look together. Because I was wondering about that. Oh, there I am. Here, look. So this is the Shanghai COVID outbreak stream. Oh, now this is this is wider. You're right, Sonic. Oh, this is a wider shot right here, I think, because my head is taking up less than half of the screen here. Well, roughly half. No, less than half. Yeah, so I can just zoom out. I don't mind. If I zoom out a bit, it actually makes it easier for me to make adjustments. So let me zoom out a little bit and see how that works. I just zoomed out a little bit. That might have zoomed out too much. Well, compare this to this. Pretty similar, probably. I think I'm still a little bigger. I don't know. Let me just pick a different stream. Russia attacks Ukraine. It used to be way zoomed out. Okay, so there's another one. There's me from a couple weeks ago. I want to see where I'm facing. Well, I'm leaning in there. See, all right, there's the shot right there. There's the shot right there. So if I just play it with no sound, at least that's, can I hear the sound? Hold on. When I talk, will anything happen?
Let me read you the thread
Okay,
that Michael...
good. The sound is coming through. There's a weird thing going on, though. There is a weird thing going on I have to fix. There's something I have to fix. Because when I'm capturing that video, it's looking weird to me. The sound is better. I bet I know why the sound's better. I bet I know why the sound's better. Because I think the mic is closer to me. But the reason the mic might be able to be closer to me is that I had zoomed in more. The more I zoom out, the more that's going to be in the frame. And I didn't like the mic in the frame. The mic right now, I have to really back out and see. I can't see if you can see the mic. You probably can see the top of the mic right there, but that's not the worst thing. I don't really care about that. I think what people are saying is that the sound is better, and I think the reason the sound is better is that the mic is a little higher and closer to my mouth than it was before. But I can't have the microphone be too high or else it gets in the shot. Sonic says your live... Oh, Sonic said the live feed goes jerky? No, in the reference stream, Sonic, I'm not... The problem... Here, let me play a different YouTube video. I gotta test this out myself. Well, when I'm capturing a video, it shouldn't be... There I am. All right, that looks a little better. That's better. The capture is fine there. It's the quality of the video isn't weird being captured. I look like a dwarf? That doesn't make any sense. So, more than a feeling, Boston says you look like a dwarf. It was perfect before. I look like a dwarf now? It's this. I'm bigger than. That's what it was 3 weeks ago. So I'm bigger than it was 3 weeks ago, but I look like a dwarf now. It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I have to adjust the height. I have to adjust the height. The zooming messed up the height. Here we go with the chat directors. The chair might be lower. I don't know. I'm just kind of feeling everything out. Actually, I usually stream with my shoes on. I should have my shoes on. At least everything seems to work, as opposed to it not working. Okay, so here, yeah. So first of all, I'm going to lower this a little bit. I think that might make me higher. Now I'm higher. Oh, thanks for the donations. That's unnecessary, but thank you. Rosina Lucabello. Yeah, Rosina, I'm on Lookner channel because I'm doing a test stream. Rosina, I don't want to do a test stream on Agenda Free TV. I want to do it on Lookner channel. Hey, thanks, Breaker, too. I appreciate that, Breaker. Thank you. This is fairly similar to what it is. So that is what it looked like. I can even make this bigger here. And that's too big. That's what it looked like, a few weeks ago. I'm maybe even a little bigger. I don't know. It's pretty similar. Hey guys, if you're going to be rude, I'm going to hide you. I don't mind this. I can zoom out more, but I actually don't like zooming out too much. This will probably work for the time being. I actually have to bump myself up in the frame modal. I'm still a little too far from the top. Let me do this. It's all these little adjustments. I'm going to probably have to adjust the camera again anyway because there's still some fixes that need to be done in here. Yeah, that's pretty good. That right there, that's pretty good. I mean, you know, I can always make adjustments, but now how high can the... Yeah, can you see the microphone here? Top of the mic is right... Oh, no, this is a problem. I just saw a problem. I noticed a problem. The mic is way too high. That's the mic right there. That's a problem. That's why the sound is good. See, I'm wearing a black shirt. Do I have a black shirt underneath this? I have a light blue shirt. You're not seeing the mic, but there's a... Let me hold a piece of paper behind it. See, there's the microphone. There's the microphone. That's the problem. That's why the sound is better, because you're seeing the mic. Now, I can leave the mic higher. I don't care. Because people are saying the sound is better. But you can see it right there. It's in the shot. See? See the microphone? If I wear a light blue shirt, you'll see it. If I wear a purple shirt, you'll see it. That's the problem. But people are saying they like the sound better. So that's the issue. The issue is, do you have a higher microphone and just for the sound? I can make the microphone even higher. I mean, as long as it doesn't go above the banner. Well, the banner goes up to here. But it is an issue if I'm wearing a light shirt, you're going to see this. But it's not as bad because there's that banner there. You're going to hear more sound though. I don't have AC on right now, so when there's AC on, you're going to be hearing more sound. Just how it is. No, the banner's not going to move. You will be hearing more background noise because, well, at some point there'll be AC doing something. Now, I can't move the banner, guys. I can't move the banner. That's not going to happen. I don't know. It's an interesting question about the microphone height. See, if I had that shirt on, you'd have a microphone right... You'd have a microphone right here. That's where the microphone would be. But people are saying they like the sound. The other thing is I could even move the microphone up further. If I go with the microphone, I just have to have the microphone not go above the banner. So, I mean, I can move the mic up a little further and see what that sounds like or looks like. That's a little further, and it's still, I can get to here. I mean, that's getting close to my face. That's getting pretty close to my face. Oops, hang on a second. I'm going to mute. I got to talk to my mom. Hold on a second. Okay, sorry. No, that was the sound on my phone. It's just the sound. It's just the sound on my iPhone. So I don't know. People like the sound. So the microphone is pretty close to my face. It's closer than it has been. Now the problem is when I do this, let me put on. I'm gonna put on a different sweatshirt. I'm gonna put on my gray sweatshirt so you can see how the microphone will work. Hold on a second. I'll have a look. Oh, thanks, VinXMod. Thank you so much, VinXMod. That's very kind of you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Okay, so you can see, look at the picture at the top right. See? There's the microphone. I mean, it's not awful looking. But if people like the sound better, that's the thing. The question is the sound versus video. Make it bigger? Oh, here, I'll show it to you. I can show it to you this way. Hold on. Hold on. I'll show you what it looks like. Wait. I'll show you. But it will never be this big. That's the thing. Turn that off, turn that off, turn that off. See it? Are you seeing it? That's what it looks like. I mean, that's pretty big, but it's not. You're never going to see it this big because this is huge, and the banners aren't up. But now you can see. I mean, that would look terrible. But again, there's no banners there. But that's what it'll look like in the corner. There's a wire. Now with the banner up, still the wire showing. But again, it's yeah. You can actually see the. Hold on, I'll show you the ticker banner too. That's the thing, is it looks so weird. With the ticker banner, it's not as bad, to be honest. No, I can't wear a wireless mic right now. I think it's distracting. I think it's distracting looking. I can move it a little lower so the wire is behind the lower banner in the big shot. Hang on. See, that's a compromise because if I do this, it's still pretty high, but you can't see the wire in the big shot. Here, the wire's gone. You will see the wire in the small shot. It's kind of small though. Margaret says, stop overthinking it. Why are we overthinking it? We've been talking about it for what, 10 minutes? We've been talking about it for 10 minutes for the first time in a year and a half? That's overthinking it? Stop spending 10 minutes on this thing that's going to be happening on it. You're overthinking it by spending 10 minutes on this thing. Erica thinks it's much better than the wire is moved. I don't know. I can't tell if it really makes a difference. I mean, if the sound is much better, then that's certainly important. Sarah says, I think if you lower the mic to be out of frame, it won't make much of a difference in sound. Well, I'll try. I'll lower it right now, and you can hear what it sounds like. No, Peppy, I agree that professional YouTubers show their mics a lot. Usually when people are doing news, though, they don't show their mics. No, I cannot change the graphics. I am not changing the graphics, okay? The graphics cannot change. All right, let me lower the mic for a second, and I'll show you what the sound is like. But I'm going to have to adjust the volume, because when I lower the mic, the volume's going to get lower, so I'll have to bump the volume up. Here is, we're going to lower the mic a bit. Oops, I did that the wrong way. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do it this way. That's too low. See, that's low enough to get out of the... That's how low I have to go. But let me turn it more towards me now, because now it's turning away from me. Now it's there, which is not that far from me. Now so that's what it sounds like. Paint it green? Well, if I paint it green, it's gonna look like there's a hole in my chest, Game Freak. You're gonna see right through my chest. Hey, thank you, Game Freak 2. I appreciate that. Thank you. People are saying it still sounds good. Still sounds good? Testing 1, 2, 3. Well, if it was distorting before, but that's just because that's a volume issue. That's a me issue. That's not the mic or whatever. Let me play this and see how it sounds while I'm watching. Sounds nice on my phone. Let me play this and see how it sounds while I'm watching. Sounds nice on my phone. Let me play this and see how... Guys, I can't move the banner. That's not... Man, I sort of feel like it sounded better when it was up closer, though. But I actually don't like... Man, I sort of feel like it sounded better when... I can't tell. You know what you can do, you guys who are watching this, you can rewind 5 minutes and listen to the sound. I sort of feel like it sounded a little... The audio sounded a little more present or crisp when the mic was closer to me. It doesn't sound bad now. People are saying the sound is fine. Remember, the air conditioning is not on. So when there is air conditioning of whatever sort on, you're going to be hearing a little more background noise. K-Jack says crisper when closer. I don't know what I'm doing for the AC yet. It's to be determined. This is probably the way to do it though, because this looks more professional. It looks better. It looks better not having the microphone on the screen. I'll say that. VinX Mod thinks it still sounds good. Yeah, so people are saying it sounds fine to them. You know, but Castro says it looks better without it. Yeah, I've always not had it. It just looks much worse when it's on the screen, especially in this shot here, because this shot here you're looking at when I'm in the corner, there's no banner. I know Michael says if you're eating on the long streams, if the mic's closer, it'll pick up more. Anyways. The green screen's looking fine. It's interesting. The green screen behind me, what I did, I had not done this before. I'll see if I can show you. How do I show you this? No, that doesn't work. No, that doesn't work. Oh, I know what I got to do. Okay, so if you look behind me, see how it's green? Man, that's bright. It's not that bright in real life. It's the way the light's reflecting, but actually it is kind of bright. But so the person who is really good at doing house stuff, he actually attached this like, it's almost directly on the wall. It's pretty much hanging on the wall, the green screen. So, and he stretched it out nice. So, which is great. So it's just up there. So it's the green screen seems to be working good though, because I'll turn it on. I'm not noticing any kind of. The good thing is I'm not noticing any kind of anything wrong with the green screen. I mean, it looks you look behind me and I'm just seeing the map and everything, and it's not fuzzy and you're not seeing green. So. I mean, the graphic itself is the graphic, but that's not the green screen. Emily says she didn't get a notification from Discord. Oh, it looks like did no Discord go out on this? No, I got a Discord notification. I got a Discord mod notification, but not a Discord broadcast notification. Sarah, do you know anything about this? I feel like I got a notification from the mod Discord, but not the regular Discord, the subscriber, the fan Discord. I look brighter at my mom's. So the lighting's going to be a little different. I can adjust the lighting and make it less bright. It's. I mean, these lights they're nice lights. The light's pretty low. I can make it less bright. I'll have to see how it looks when I have like a shirt and tie on. So is there something wrong with the Discord today or something? Sarah, can you ask Danny about that if need be? Yes, if people are saying everything looks... No, I'm not at my mom's. I'm at my place, the new place in Boston. I posted it on Twitter. I posted it at the Lookner channel on Twitter that we were going live to do this. Yeah, make sure you have your YouTube notifications turned on, and make sure you click the notifications bell for the channel, and you choose all notifications. Okay, so this is helpful. All right, so again, and then if I go just to test this, let me just test this out. So I can show you, let me make sure all this is working. If I turn on the radar, you can see this. Right? You're seeing that okay. Well, let me do this real quick. Hold on a second. Let me try something here real quick. Okay, so that's working. Then if I show you like, hey, let's look at an article in the New York Times. You can see it. Ooh. You can see the line there. See there. If I show you Twitter, let me just make sure everything's displaying properly. James Spann on Twitter. Seeing the gray here. Everything looks fine. Okay. A pause there. Cindy says she's getting a pause every few minutes. Is anyone else getting it? That might be a YouTube issue. Jeffrey B says no pause. All right, so in theory, this is working. In theory, this is working. In theory, if I had to do if I have to do a stream from here, I can do it. Okay, well, this is good to know. So it looks like the studio at least can work if we need it to. By the way, you should be watching in 1080. Should be watching in 1080. YouTube had set it to 480 for me. I'm now watching in 1080. Okay, cool. So good. So yeah, the next couple days I'm going to move in here. I'm kind of just dealing with some final things here. My plan is to get in here the next couple days, but it does seem like at least it works, which is good. Good to know. Good to know. All right. Thank you guys for your help. Thank you guys for your help. I really appreciate your help. It's pretty much the same setup as I had. This probably should be facing me a little more here. But anyways, I will say the color looks good. The color looks good because that gray, the gray of my jacket is really like the same. That's like the exact, there's like no color difference between the gray you're seeing and the gray color of my jacket. That's a good thing. Then the blue, if I unzip here, it looks pretty similar, maybe a little darker on screen, but anyways, the color seems to be decent. Raise the graphic on the right. Oh, I see what you're saying, Linda. Yeah, I'll look at that again, Linda. The graphic things, right, you're saying because the graphic, I might have to raise the graphic depending on how I've set this up. The graphic over my shoulder is, it's just, well, it's where it was before. But I don't know, I'll have to see how I feel about it. I haven't looked at that in a while. I go back and forth on it. It depends on where I'm sitting too. So I'll keep an eye on that, Linda. Once I get everything else down, I might adjust that a bit. I don't mind having it a little low, though. I don't want it too high. All right. Wonderful. Okay. Let me just look at it again. Again, it's probably off a bit just because I moved a bit. So now the graphic is, I'm going to just test right now. I'm not going to permanently change the graphic right now. It's something I have to deal with later. But just to show you what it looks like, you can do this kind of thing. Moves. Do I have it locked? Probably. No. Why is it not? All right, 234. See, you can raise it up more. I don't like when it gets too high, though. I mean, maybe that's better. I don't know. Then if I go too low, it's too high. Probably not the worst thing to have a little higher, though. Anyways, I'm going to write myself a note about that. Where are my post-it notes? Oh, thank you, Painting Services by Steve. So nice of you. The Must Make Sense Fund. Hey, thanks, Painting Services by Steve. That's very kind of you. I'll keep an eye on that graphic. Audio is slipping in and out. The audio might be slipping in and out because I left the studio. Is that why the audio is in and out? The microphone is right in front of me. Is that what happened? Yeah, Renee DeVrin, there's always some sort of disturbance everywhere. Catherine Frame is here. The sound, is anybody, on Smash Media says sounds like it's cutting out, but then everybody else says the audio's been fine. All right, everybody's saying the audio is fine. It's not cutting out. Maybe check your equipment or something. All right. Oh, thank you, Kim Hayes. Kim says, congratulations on the new studio. Thank you, Kim. That's very kind of you. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm glad it seems to work. I don't have that much room in here, but it's fine. It's fine. I'd like to have a little more room. But it's good. In 3 months, when I have the whole place rather than half the place, I'm in a duplex, so I'm going to have more room in 3 months. I may move to a bigger room. It depends. I mean, this is cool. It's a little tight when I have to go behind everything. Skax Man thinks a smaller room is better sound. I don't know. I mean, the different rooms have different acoustics. Yeah, the TV's off to the side, though. The TV's off to the side. That's fine. I have enough room this way. It's tight going back and forth this way. But it's okay. I'm not bumping against the wall. It's just when I have to get behind that way, it's a little tight. Oh, sorry, that shouldn't be on. That's spam call. That was a spam call. Neighborhood noise hasn't been much, but again, it's like we'll see what happens when it gets warm out and people start having their kids play outside and mowing their lawns and stuff. But whatever, we'll see what happens. Hey, C. Michelle Sparks. Thank you, C. Michelle Sparks. She says, are we almost home now? Thank you so much. Yeah, so, next couple days, hoping to move in the next couple days permanently. Next day or two. I got to go to the grocery. I don't have any groceries here, so. But everything is getting there. Then the living room is just barren because it's just empty right now, except for my desk and the treadmill. I got to fix that as well. But again, just getting stuff set up. Bama Nation says at least no crying babies. Vinex Mod thinks the sound is good. Okay. Oh, thanks, AM Coffee. Thank you, AM Coffee. I appreciate that. I'm sure stuff might come up like when I'm actually doing a broadcast that I haven't even thought of, but at least the capture is fine. So if I play myself, you can. If I play my own video, you can hear me, I believe. Here, I'm going to play myself doing a video. See if the sound is okay. People are not even allowed to leave and go outside their apartment complex and go get food. So you have a city of 25 million people where people are basically all forced to stay at home. And somehow they need to have food delivered to them, and that system does not seem to be working particularly well. And then you have another aspect of this, which is that anyone who tests positive, and also I believe in some cases contacts as well, where people have an abnormal test, are for. I also have to check and make sure that there's a weird thing where when you bring in video, sometimes you have to make an adjustment so that the video and the sound are synced. So the idea is when you see me talking here, are the words synced to my mouth? Because you have to make adjustments for this. Audio and video aren't synced? Out of sync slightly. Okay, let me adjust that. Oh, thank you, Red Krabby. Hey, Red Krabby, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Very kind of you. So what I'm going to do, I have to test something out here. Let's see. I don't know what was happening. Was my mouth moving before the sound, or was the sound coming before my mouth? Forced to go to these large, in some cases, large quarantine facilities, and it almost seems like the sound is maybe coming a little more before, just a slight bit before the video. Oh, thanks, Red Krabby. Video lagging slightly. I think you're right. I think it's very, very slight. Let me try something, guys. Let me try something really quick. Why is this not working? Oh, I see. What is going on here? What am I looking at? This is here. All right, now let's try this again and see if there's any difference. Hang on. There's a problem with people getting vaccinated, especially among older people. There's not a there's a lot of older people who are not vaccinated, and the vaccines given in China are these domestically produced vaccines, which apparently don't do that great against Omicron. So, you know, Hong Kong, which is part of China. Let me try it with the White House page as well, so it's not just me. It seemed a little better to me.
Today, in order to in order to sustain Ukraine as it continues to fight.
Let's do the press briefing.
2 items for all of you at the top.
Of these talks heading into this week.
Kristen, we know there is interest, there's passion, there's advocacy. We're continuing to do a lot of work behind the scenes, and we're going to continue to fight to get it done.
I know you don't want to talk about deadlines, but if you could give us...
All right, that's off. That's off. How is it on the source, though? Is it off on the source video?
You know, some of the military...
Yeah, the source video is perfect there. All right, I got to make an adjustment because that did not work. Oops.
Tied to the COVID-19 funding?
We're not making a predetermination of that from here. We put forward both of these funding requests today because they're both vital, they're both important. We need them both to help the Ukrainians and to help ensure we're continuing our COVID programs here in this country and around the world. But we're not going to predetermine for Congress how they move forward. There's just an...
So that's off. That's off. Yeah, I mean, this is just something you have to fix. It's a setting you have to fix, and it's probably different here than it was in Florida. So I have to make an adjustment. I feel like I was maybe hearing the sound. Let me try this first. Let me try kind of a extreme thing. This will probably be way off, but let me try it.
urgency in moving them forward.
Okay, it was just confusing because in his letter to Congress, he seemed to say he did want it tied to the COVID-19 funding, but he told reporters he didn't care if it was tied to the COVID-19
That was
funding.
not the intention of how it was written. It was intended just to convey we're putting these both forward today.
The White White House is not saying that it should be tied to the COVID-19 funding.
No, we're saying these are both urgent. We would like to move these forward. We'll work with you to determine how to get that done.
Okay, and you said you don't want to put
I mean, obviously it's not correct. Let's try something else.
Two items for all of you at the top. Today we released a report highlighting the historic small business boom under the Biden-Harris administration. Last year, Americans applied to start.
Said at a hearing that he thinks the electric vehicle tax credit quote makes no sense. And I'm wondering what your reaction to that is and whether you think that further complicates skinny.
That will be needed over the coming months. So that's why they're.
Okay, I figured something out. I think I was adjusting the wrong thing. Hold on. I bet I'm off now. Adjusting the wrong thing. I think I was adjusting. Hold on. Let me see if there's a different setting. No. It's so weird. All right, am I on sync now? I should be synced up now with myself. Is that at least the case? Yeah. So I'm fine, right? I am synced up. The trick is that what's coming in is not synced. It's off a little bit.
This is by an average of almost $1,200 on nearly half of small business owners. Not only does President Biden reject congressional Republicans' plans to increase taxes on.
It's just off a little bit. So I need. Oh, I got it. Let's try this. I think I can get it. Is this any better?
Half of small business owners. He also has an economic strategy to keep the small business boom going, including expanding access to capital, making historic investments in technical assistance programs to help entrepreneurs identify resources, leveraging federal procurement to direct hundreds of billions of dollars in government contracts to small businesses, and leveling the playing field for small business owners to reforming the tax code. Also wanted to note that today the Food and Drug Administration announced two proposed rules, one to prohibit menthol cigarettes.
Maybe a little off, but which way is it good? Audio's a little too late. Yeah, I think you're right. I think the audio's a little bit too late, but I figured out what I have to change.
And one to prohibit flavored cigars. The rules announced today would enforce regulations related to what stores sell and what companies manufacture and distribute, which is a critical action to prevent children from becoming the next generation of smokers, help adult smokers quit, and significantly reduce tobacco-related health disparities. With that, why don't you kick us off?
Hello, I have a few questions about student loan forgiveness. First off, has the president concluded that he has the power to do this unilaterally? And secondly, does he believe that means testing is the correct approach to student loans?
Well, there's been no conclusion of any process internally yet, but you heard the president talk this morning about his ongoing consideration of how to provide additional relief to many Americans who are still have student loans, even though they have not paid a penny on federal student loans since he took office.
It's a weird thing when you really start looking at it, it can drive yourself crazy because it can look good and then it can start looking a little off. It's pretty close now. I don't know which way I would adjust it to have it be better. Audio video sync test? What do you do? I don't know if I'm allowed to play this on camera. Here, hold on. I think that almost looks a little off to me. Anyway, I'm not going to worry about that.
What was the second part of your question?
He decided he's going to do means testing.
So he has talked in the past about how, he doesn't believe that that millionaires and billionaires obviously should benefit, or even people from the highest.
It's pretty close. I think I'm going to leave it for now. I'm going to leave it for now. It looks pretty close to me. I'm pretty satisfied with this. It's pretty darn close. The problem I figured out what setting I have to adjust. So I can adjust it. I can adjust it at some point. But that was helpful. That was helpful. You don't want it to be like noticeably bad. All right, guys. I think I'm going to wrap up this studio test, and just to make sure, I believe my audio should be fine. I should be synced personally. Fine. I should be synced personally. Yeah, no, I'm looking at myself. My sound in my video looks good. So, all right. So I gotta wrap this up. But I appreciate very much you guys helping me test this. And have I tried a Twitter video? It should be the exact same thing. It should be the exact same thing. If I can do it real quick. Here. John Kirby.
There's absolutely no question that the weapons and capabilities that the Biden-Harris administration has provided to Ukraine.
Fine. I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. Looks fine. All right. So, yeah, we'll have more streams this weekend, either Lookner or this channel, depending what the news is. But I really appreciate you guys helping me do this. Very, very big help. So hopefully we have all the big things taken care of. I feel like if I had to stream in here, I could. But, seems to be working. Nothing too crazy. Well, let me check one thing here. Patty says everything seems identical. That's good. If that's the case, that's a good thing. Identical would be good. All right. Hey, Sarah was moderating. Thank you so much, Sarah, for moderating. And thank you all of you guys and Linda Belk was moderating too. And thank you so much for all of you helping me test this. I feel better now that this seems to work. Zelensky, Klitschko, S. Beans, Pat W., Linda Gordon, J.D. Kerr, Sam Stamos, Bogey, Stacks, Lynn Halifax, BZ, Patty, 77 Pool, Bob Phil's Mod Squad, Sicilian Darth Tater, Renee DeVrin, Rob the Slots, Michael, I Hear Crickets, Lori Sunshine, Nathan Levy, AM Coffee, Red Krabby, She Michelle Sparks, Kim Hayes, Penny Services by Steve, Game Freak 2, Vinex Mod, Breaker Breaker, Rosina Lucibello. Thank you all for joining me. All right, so I'm going to wrap this up. Again, more to come, but at least we're making progress. At least we are making progress, and things seem to be working. Hopefully things keep working. Hopefully, if there's fixes I need to do from here on out, they'll be minor fixes. I'm going to have to listen to this myself when we're done and see how the sound. Well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to mute the mic and I'm going to turn the sound on, and so I'm going to listen to it myself. Hold on one second. One problem, I can't hear myself. Why can't I hear myself? That's a problem. You guys should be hearing two of me right now, but you're not. Why are you not hearing two of me? I bet I know why. I know why. I'm glad I caught that. Myself. That's a problem. You guys should be hearing two of me right now, but you're not. Why are you not hearing two of me? I bet I know why. Okay, good. I'm glad I fixed it. That was a simple fix, but I had to do with that. No, that had nothing to do with the showing the video. That was something else. I just had a setting off. Okay, no news check. I gotta go. Let me go. I'm gonna deal with some other stuff. And people like the sound. That's great. I'm glad people like the sound. Maybe the acoustics are good in here. Stacks, BZ, Vinex, Braden Nelson, everybody else, thank you so much. All right, so more streams coming soon, guys. More streams coming soon. And I will see you later on. I don't know exactly when, but soon. I'm just dealing with moving stuff, and hopefully I can get it moved in this weekend for reals. Oh, Sue Baker caught the test, but very much appreciate all your help with the tests. Thanks to everybody who donated too. It's really nice of you guys. Thank you. But really appreciate your help testing this. That's a huge help because we caught some things. Mr. Redwally says room sounds more dampened. Who knows? Well, there's no concrete ceiling in here like there was in the other place, so maybe that helps. That might help with no concrete ceiling. You know, less concrete. This is wood. This is not concrete. So maybe the fact that it's wood. I don't know what I'm later, guys. I don't know what's happening tonight. I just don't know yet. So we'll see. I just don't know yet. We'll see. It's a bit on the loud side. I can turn down the volume. That's fine. It looks like I'm pretty high in the levels, so. That's an easy adjust. That's not the room though. That's my microphone. Francis Agnes, I'm glad it looks good and sounds good. Wonderful. NDH, thanks for watching. Fly on a Wall, Sean C., Barbara, Leon Reuter, BZ, NDH. Yeah, people like the acoustics. Again, maybe it helps that it's not a concrete room. Well, the other room I was in, the floor and the ceiling were concrete. But actually one of the walls was concrete. I got some sound dampening stuff up. All right, that is it. It's also good because you know what's actually interesting is I have the window blocked out, so no light's coming in from the window. I do have, to my right, there's actually a door that's open, letting light in, but it doesn't seem to be affecting the green screen or anything. So at least I can keep that door open if I need to, which is great. All right, guys, I'm wrapping this up. Hey, thank you so much for helping me test this out. More streams coming soon, and eventually I'll be moved in here the next couple of days, and we'll start doing the Agenda Free TV streams from here. Awesome. Thank you, guys, and I will see you later. And thank you, Castro, Barbara D, everybody else, Mr. Melendrew, Alls G, Redman, everybody else. Thank you so much for tuning in and helping me with the studio. Okay, more soon, guys. I will talk to you very soon, and thank you. I'm just going to end this right now. All right, thanks, guys. And thanks, mods. Sarah and Linda Bell, thank you so much for modding. All right, we'll talk to you soon. More streams coming.